guys, it's Miss Russell again. I'm here to talk about finishing our project from last week. Last week we did not get to the colors, so hopefully you've not gone that far. Last week we were drawing, and I asked you to use black crayon over it all. The reason I'm asking you to do that is because I have sent you a watercolor kit. Your watercolor kit will work over crayon without covering up your marks, because the crayon's made out of wax and the watercolor is water, wax and water will not mix, so it will work well to color in our art. So last week we ended with a drawing. You could have done a different animal as long as it is in black and white when you do it. Your next step for the drawing is to create a random shape around your animal. So here I've put a bunch of zigzags that go kind of close to the animal and far away. I want to leave a white space all the way around my animal. Sometimes I'll take my line in. You see, once again, I kind of drew this zebra a little too close to the edge, so adding the burst behind him was a little hard, but I got it in there. Once again, draw this with pencil first, trace it over with black crayon. After you have that, you're going to add some lines. The lines are going to start on any of the points and go to the edge of your paper. You don't have to do every point. Like here's a point, I chose not to do it. Instead, I skipped all the way over here. So I'm going to take those and take them all the way off the edge of my paper. Once again, do those in black crayon. And then it's time to color it in. When you go to color in your burst around, your requirement is to show me the order of the rainbow. I'm hoping we remember the order of the rainbow. If not, in our Bitmoji classroom, I have put links up to the ROYGBV song. It's one of my favorites. The order of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And a lot of times when I'm teaching about the order of the rainbow, you'll hear me say ROYGBV. So ROYGBV is an acronym, right? It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, which is also known as purple. Hopefully, I know it's showing it backwards to you. Red should start first. It shouldn't be at the end. But ROYGBV is the order of the rainbow. So you're going to use your watercolors and paint your rainbow in. Your rainbow might repeat several times, or some people choose to do 2 areas red and 2 areas orange and 2 yellow, so that it's just one rainbow that goes all the way around. It is completely your choice how you do that. Mine was actually colored in crayon, but I'm asking you to use your watercolors. The watercolors, the way they work, you have to be gentle to them. They come with a really small paintbrush, so you don't want to push too hard with that paintbrush right here. Even though it looks like there's not a lot of paint, I promise you there is. It does come with a really small paintbrush, so if you have a bigger paintbrush that you would like to use, go ahead and do that. But when you're using them, lightly touch your water, go to the color you want to use first, and swirl. Now, if it's a brand new container or you haven't used it in a while, you're going to want to touch that water a second time and swirl to get enough water to really wake up that watercolor. Don't be digging in your paint. You're just going to ruin your paint and waste it. The more you spin, the darker your color is going to be. So here, if I paint over my red, it didn't go very far, and that's because I swirled a lot, so I don't have a lot of water in there to spread. But if I just took it and touched it just lightly, it's going to be a much lighter red than it was in the beginning. So much darker that is, and as it went, it got lighter. As you switch colors, make sure that you have a towel or a paper towel to dry your brush on so that you don't mix your paints up, especially yellow. Yellow is an extremely light color and it gets mixed up very easily, so you really want to watch and make sure that paintbrush is super clean before you use it. And if you look closely, you can see I've painted right on top of my crayon and it will not stick to the crayon due to that wax. So you are painting in the rainbow around your animal. Your next step is to decide how you actually want to paint the animal in. I continued with ROYGBV, the rainbow. But if you would like to paint the inside of your animal different than mine, you can do that. If you want to do it in the cool colors, what are cool colors? Blue, green, purple. Or if you just want to paint it in the hot colors, red, orange, yellow, you may do that. The part that you don't want to add color to is this white burst around, because that really makes your animal really pop out from your background. So, once again, you have choices on how you show me your finished project. What I'm looking for, what I'm grading you on, is if you showed me the order of the rainbow, that's on the outside, right? And that I see that you took your time, really went over your colors, your black lines, so that it made it easy to see your different creations. Don't worry if your animal doesn't look exactly like mine. It's okay. But to show me your work, you could either take a picture and put it in Seesaw, make sure it's in your class, in your art Seesaw, or you can put it on our Google Classroom or Artsonia. You've got a few different ways that you can show me that you attempted this project and know your order of your rainbow. I hope you guys have fun creating, and I look forward to our next project.